he ended up seeing me. He started texting me on some crazy shit. Oh, what's the word? Da da da. Get it up. And I'm just like, first of all, you're texting me. You're texting me. You're right there. You're literally across from me. You're across from me. You're texting me. Oh, what's up? Da da da. Get the fuck up. Like, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of CT Hotspot. It's your host, JC. And as you can see, I'm by myself again because, our lovely favorite co-host, likes to not be in videos. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? It's straight. Whatever, boom. That's how she can get beat up. Yup, ho. Say something. Yup, sub me. Fight me, ho. But anyways, not even the point. But, yeah, so we back with another episode. Boom. Y'all see that we're in the same spot that we were in the same video. I mean, not the same video, the first video or whatever. This week I'm not doing a question of the week because y'all wasn't giving me questions, so it's just like, all right. But so we just gonna get into the episode. So basically, today's episode, it's not gonna be like how me and Jayleen been doing it. I'm gonna just do a story time because I didn't really know what to talk about. So this episode, I'm gonna talk about one of the recent fights that I had. I mean, it really wasn't recent. It was, but it was years ago, recent, if that makes sense. So this was 4 years ago, 2020, messy 2020 with all them exposed videos and all that, all that drama shit. So basically, I'm gonna try to get this video done fast because I'm in the car and I'm not trying to waste the gas. But basically, this story time is about when I had a fight some dude over this girl I was messing with. So basically or whatever, and to keep it a buck, this, because just the time that I was really messing with girls and shit, I wasn't really how I was now, but keep it a buck, I felt like I really didn't fuck with this girl for real, and especially to the fact that we didn't even kiss, we didn't do nothing, it was just alright, shit, boring as fuck. Is this really a relationship? So I'm just all right, whatever, boom. So this basically started because and mind you, there was other stuff that happened in this relationship or entanglement or whatever you want to call it. There was other stuff that happened that made our relationship or whatever drama filled, but this shit capped it off. So basically or whatever, we were fine or whatever for a little hot minute or whatever, and because mind you, she lived in, well, I don't know if she lived there anymore. I don't really quite frankly care. And I had to come up with code names. We'll get to that. So basically, she lived in a project type of area or whatever, and obviously how projects are, if you ever lived in one or whatever, everybody knows everybody, so it's that's just really what it is. It's just a little small neighborhood where everybody knows each other type shit, whatever, boom. That's basically what she lived at. So there was this dude or whatever that I knew prior to being with her. Mind you, I already had him on Snap or whatever. I'm gonna call him Fat Albert. Yeah. So I already knew Fat Albert way before we were together or whatever. So, but mind you, me and him, we were cordial. It wasn't I was always talking to him type shit. It wasn't we were friends or whatever, but I knew him, we were cordial. He was typing for my story, whatever, boom. We were cool, cordial, whatever. So I guess he lived across from her. Cause I don't really know how to explain this. Okay, so basically, it was her projects was a square. It was like an open space and then a square or whatever, with apartments. So she lived on the left side, he lived on the right. So she already knew him because obviously, I said, you know everybody in the project. So it's just all right, boom. So she already knew him. Come to find out that he was I don't know if harassing her or just doing whatever. And mind you, she told him that she was in a relationship or whatever, and he just didn't respect that. So she took a while to tell me about this or whatever. So when I ended up finding that out or whatever, I texted him mind you, again, knew him prior. So I'm like, all right, whatever, boom. I texted him, but mind you, my mindset back then was like kind of like childish. Obviously, because I was younger. So I texted him or whatever. And if I'm looking down, I'm reading from the screenshots that I have. I texted him, I was like, yo, da da da, boom. He said, yeah. So I was trying to have a regular conversation with him, whatever, boom. And then slide in the fact that, this was my girl, whatever. So I asked him, I was like, what you up to? Da da da, boom. He told me, he was like, oh, how about you? So me trying to be funny, I was like, nothing, chilling, da da da. Oh, I'm texting my girl, da da da. Then I purposely sent him a picture of her and was like, oh, I was just being funny. I was like, oh, that I was grateful for her. Da, da, da. Oh, we just made this and that many months. Oh, boom, boom. So he was trying to play it off like he didn't know who she was. So he was like, oh, nice, bro. Da, da, da. So I was like, all right. I said, yeah. I said, which means to start swiping up on her story. He goes, oh, I'm not doing nothing. Da, da, da. So he kept denying that he didn't say nothing. Boom. So I'm explaining to him what he did. So then he was like, oh, that was old. Da, da, da. I said, okay, so old is last week, because the week before, like I texted him, he was on her shit, like trying to like be on her shit, whatever. Mind you, she told him to leave her alone. He didn't want to do that. Mind you, he looked crazy. Like, bro, he looks crazier than Humpty Dumpty himself. Like, that's how big he is. Like, he looked like a whole sumo wrestler. Like, that's just really what it is. So, me again trying to be funny, I was like, back off my girl, da da da, boom. Oh, he was like, oh, you think I know she had a boyfriend? She told you. So like, what are we talking about? So I was like, first of all, like, you know this is my girl because I post her all the time. So like, what are you talking about? So he goes, oh, I don't check your stories on the whole third. I'm like, oh well, you look at it, because like I literally see you in the view. So it's like, let's be for real. Then he just kept denying that he didn't say anything. Boom. Fast forward, whatever. He was like, oh, you're not about to be pressing me this on the whole third. I'm like, you seem pressed because I'm telling you to leave her alone. Because it's like, if she's telling you to leave her alone consistently, why is it that you keep bothering her? That's just the issue. So it's like, now I gotta get involved type shit. That's just how I felt back then. So, boom. I was just talking crazy because I was just like, all right, boom. I was like, just leave her alone, whatever. So then he started talking about some, oh, get the fuck out of my face, da da da, before he body slammed me. The fuck is he talking about? Who are you body slamming? Was you mad because you can't have my girl? Like, let's be for real. So I was like, all right, like, you're chatting. So, fast forward, whatever, we was going at it, boom. He was like, oh, pull up. I was like, I am not, first of all, one thing about me is, I'm not going to fight about no girl. That's number one. I texted you because I'm telling you to leave her the fuck alone because you keep harassing her. Because she was saying some out of pocket shit to her, and she was just like, and mind you, she showed me everything. He was just saying some out of pocket shit to her, and I'm just like, yo, like, he needs to leave her alone type shit. So, then this AC is mad cold. Like, let me turn that off for a little bit. That's not even the point for real, but basically or whatever. Yeah, like, he just kept harassing her or whatever. Boom. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like, just leave her alone. So he was already trying to like fight me or whatever. So I'm like, all right, you want to fight me? Catch me when you see me. Whatever. Boom. Fast forward. 10 days later, right? Because mind you, this was August 20th that year, 2020. Like when we had like went back and forth, whatever. This was August 20th. 10 days later, to this, now that I already think about it, I low-key feel like this was a setup, because it's just a weird coincidence of how all this like came out and came to be, whatever. Because it's like 10 days later, I go to your house, and all of a sudden now I'm fighting him. Like, let's be for real. Now I already think about it, it really seemed like a setup. But what's it called? So I went to go chill with her, whatever. Boom. What am I gonna call her? I'm gonna call her a Perky. That's what, yeah. If y'all know, y'all know. So basically, I went to go chill with Perky or whatever, and one of my friends had came with me. I'm gonna call him. What can I call him? uh, man, I'm gonna call him Zay. So I came like, well, mind you, Zay and Perky been to each other, whatever, boom. Like prior to like me and her being together, whatever. But that's a whole nother story why I knew Zay. So, Zay came with me or whatever, and I went to go check with Perky, whatever, her cousin. So we had went to her cousin's house first. Like we met up there, boom. And we were all chilling. Mind you, we all knew each other. Like just keep that in mind. We all knew each other. Boom. So we were sitting there for a little bit. Boom. All of a sudden, Perky wanted to go back to her house. Mind you, her cousin lives like maybe like less than 10 minutes away from her house. Not even like even less than that. But like obviously the walk, like it was kind of longer. So because we had ended up walking back to her house. So we decided, no, Perky decided, she was like, oh, that she want to go back home. So I'm like, all right, whatever, boom, we could all walk back there. We could walk can't speak. We could all walk back to her house. I'm like, okay, that's fine, boom, copy. So we're all walking, we're talking, boom, whatever. It's not a whole third. Finally we get back to our house like after a while. After that like little walk or whatever, boom. When you get back to our house, mind you, keep in mind that Fat Albert, he lives across from he lives across from where she lives at. So he happens to be outside. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. But when he ended up seeing me, he started texting me on some crazy shit. Oh, what's the word? Da da da. Get it up. And I'm just like, first of all, you're texting me. You're texting me. You're right there. You're literally across from me. You're across from me. You're texting me. Oh, what's up? Da da da. Get the fuck up. Like, get up. What are you talking about on some, oh, what's the word? Like, what we doing? Like, you're sitting across from me. You're literally sitting across from me, texting me all this bullshit. And you're not doing nothing but talking. Get up. Get up. Get up if you want to do something. Like, you're right there. You're across from me. You're talking all this shit. Get up. It's just that simple. So, what's it called? So I'm texting. I'm like, I'm not about to be arguing with you over text. You want to do? Oh, my fault. Y'all ain't hear that. Like, bro. See, like this shit got me tight, bro. This shit got me tight. Like, see, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was like, I'm not about to be sitting here texting you. You're right there. Get up. Like, if you want to do something, get up. So obviously, Perky was like, don't even pay any mind to him. Da da da. If he not about shit. It's not a whole third. He's literally just sitting there. He was literally sitting there with a whole crew. I don't even know who they were to him. I don't know if they were his friends or his cousins or whatever. I don't quite frankly care. He was just sitting there with a whole crew, looking like he a mafia boss or whatever, sitting there all hunched over and shit, big back eyes, and just like staring at me like, do you want to get it up? Like, let's be for real. So he's texting me nonstop. Again, you're texting me. Get the fuck up. Like, what are we really doing? Like, you just sitting there texting me. So I'm like, all right, whatever, boom. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to keep doing the texting shit. You wanna fight me? Get it up. So I'm like, oh, whatever, boom. He kept texting. I kept ignoring it. So he ended up going inside. Text messages stopped for like a little bit. He gonna end up texting me. Keep in mind that I was with Zay. So what's it called? He seen that I had Zay with me. He was like, oh, you and your friend can come to the back, da, 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 so we can get it up back here. I was like, first of all, we had all this space in the front. Why you want to go to the back? He was trying to jump us. So, cause mind you, it's two of us against like him and like three other people. So I'm just like, you need to be for real. You're trying to jump us. Like, that's not gonna be a fair one. So what's it called? And mind you, I'm not the type of person where I'm gonna have my friends get involved into my fights. Like, that's not me. The only way they get involved is that they choose to get involved. Like, if I'm getting jumped or something or whatever, that's the only way they'll get involved. Other than that, I don't have none of my friends fight my battles for me or get involved in my battles. We don't do that jumping shit. Unless I'm getting jumped or something, then that's different. But like, no. So he kept texting me, "Oh, come to the back." Da, da, da. I'm like, I'm not going to the back. You want to fight me? Come to the front. It's just that simple. So Perky was just like, just let it be. Da, da, da. He not about it. It's not the whole third. Time passed a little bit. Whatever. Boom. Me, Perky, Zay, and Perky's cousin, we're just chilling. We're chilling at her front porch. Whatever. Boom. Kiki. Da, 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 whatever. Because it just came back. It just went back to like a normal day. So maybe like less than an hour passed, and we're walking around the unit or whatever, and he come out the cut back to the front. So I'm like, all right, you want to get it up? All right, we're here. We're face to face. What's up? Mind you, big body, bigger than a quarterback. Like big body, bigger than Humpty Dumpty himself. Like I said, big body. So I'm just like, okay, you want to get it up? I don't give a fuck about your size. What's the word? Only reason why I fought him is because he kept wanting to fight me. So it's just like, all right, whatever, boom. I'm not even fighting for this girl at this point because it's like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm not fighting over no girl. It's just like, if you want her, you can have her type shit. Because again, I have self-respect for myself. I'm not about to be fighting over no relationship. You want her so bad, you can have her. I don't give no fucks. So it's just like, all right, whatever, boom. So what's it called? I'm just like, all right, you want to fight? Boom, copy. So I set up, and I'm like, so what's up? So boom, he wasn't doing nothing. He was just standing there. I'm like, are you gonna swing or what? Like, what's up? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run up. So I ran up, boom, hit him a little bit, boom. All he knew how to do was, cause mind you, where we were fighting at, it was like in between two gardens or whatever, like a flower garden or whatever. But it had like a curb to it. All he knew how to do was, first of all, he missed all his shots. He missed all his shots. He wasn't doing shit. All he knew how to do was push me onto the flower thing. I fell backwards. He big body ass fell on top of me. He was still not doing shit. Keep in mind that he was still not doing shit. I was the one that was hitting him. He could be on top of me all the fuck you want to. You could be on top of me all the fuck you want to in a fight. But if you're not hitting me, bro, you're I don't know what you think that oh fuck, can't speak. I don't know what you think you're doing, but you're not winning this fight. If I'm hitting you, you're not doing shit. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. You just push me to the ground. What the fuck? Mind you, you're big. Obviously, you're gonna do that because that's all you know how to fucking do. Fucking Humpty Dumpty that. Ooh. See, bro. But anyways, see, like this is how you know I got into the moment because that shit just pissed me off. But it's just like, be for real. So he pushed me to the ground, whatever, boom. Again, he wasn't connecting all his. Yo, I low-key felt bad. I felt bad because I kept weaving his hits, and his fist kept hitting the concrete, and I can hear it. And I'm just like, yo, like you suck. Like you can't fight. Like you literally had to push me to the ground because you can't fight. So I'm like, okay, whatever, boom. You're on top of me, whatever. I'm hitting you. Yeah, I'm hitting him right here in his shit, like right here. His temple, his forehead, everything, and I feel it in my fist. Like I'm hitting him hard as shit. And as I was weaving or whatever, mind you, I wasn't blocking my face. I was just weaving his. Because mind you, one, I have him by his hair. I have a handful of his hair. And not that I was being pussy or whatever, but it's like I had a handful of his hair and I was just uppercutting him like nonstop. Uppercutting him, hitting him right here, all that. So again, he's hitting the floor. But I kept weaving his at the same time I was doing what I was doing. So as I was weaving, he hit me right here. He got lucky with that one hit. He hit me right here, like on top of my nose or whatever. That one hit, I started leaking. Whoopty, you caught me one time. Okay, whatever, boom. So I'm over here, I'm trying to get up because mind you, he's on top of me. But again, I'm still hitting him, he's not hitting me. But I'm like stuck because he's big as shit, and I'm trying to get up so I can like, do some other shit. So I get up, whatever, boom. So mind you, I forgot to mention this. He came out with the people that he had, and he came out with his stupid ass mother. So He came out with his mother. I mean, not that. His mother was there, whatever, when I got up, pushed me. I said, what up? What up? That's exactly what I said. I said, up. You want to get it up soon? Like, what's up? Like, fuck out of here. First of all, why are you touching me? Because she pushed me. Like, she pushed me mad hard. I was like, yo, I said, so what up? What up? But mind you, I was so in the moment that I was just like, yo, I'm about to get it in with anybody. I was like, so what up? So then she ended up pushing Zay. And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck you pushing him for? Like, what the fuck wrong with you? Like, the fuck? So, mind you, Perky she was recording the fight because I had the fight in my video. I'm not showing y'all. If y'all seen it, y'all seen it. Perky was recording. I thought that Perky was gonna get in the fight and fuck his mother up, but she didn't do that. But his mother was also talking shit to her, so I thought she was gonna end up fighting her anyways. But but it didn't happen. But yeah, so I had got up and I was like, up, like you touching me, so what up? So I'm like, all right, whatever, boom. You want to do that shit? All right, copy. So I got up. All I hear from the dude from his goons or whatever. All I hear is, oh, he leaking. Da-da-da. I was like, okay, I'm leaking in what? Like, you see him? He's fucked up. He got big ass knots on his head. Like, let's be for real. Like, big ching chong ass. Like, yes, like that shit, big as shit. So I'm like, yo, y'all talk about me. He got lucky with that one hit right here. Like, okay. What about it? Like, what was that hit going to do? Because, like, okay, I was still weaving your shit. You didn't do anything. You was hitting the concrete. Like, I still look good. Still look good to this day. Like, let's be for real. So, but really, the only thing that really happened to me was my back, because when I fell back, like, I scraped my back. But obviously it wasn't because he did something to me. I scraped my back because, mind you, like I had a waist shirt on too, and like I obviously I didn't have no cushion. So obviously, like when I hit my back, when I fell, like I like slid on the like the whatever was on when the flower thing. I slid on that and my back got scraped or whatever. Obviously that shit healed or whatever. But regardless of that, nose was fine. He got me one time. Nose was fine. That shit didn't even break. Let me turn this AC back on. Nose was fine or whatever. Speaking of this girl, yes,
I will call twice.
She want to call me in the middle of the video.
Wait, what part are you at?
I'm at the part where we just like fought.
Oh, when you started leaking?
I got past that part already.
Oh yeah, y'all. He started leaking.
Yeah, because he got me with that one lucky hit. I was leaving his shit the whole time.
Damn, if only they could see.
Bro, like, no. But let me finish this video, ho. And I was talking shit about you in the beginning.
That's fine.
Yup.
That's fine.
Yup.
Okay, bye.
She don't miss y'all.
I'm literally the star of the podcast.
Anyway. If she say so. Anywho, back to the story.
Okay, bye.
Skirt. Yeah, sorry for that intermission. At least y'all got to see y'all favorite co-host. But anyways, what's it called? Yeah, like they was just trying to talk about some. Oh yeah, da da da. Oh, he leaking inside the whole there. I'm like, okay, like he ain't really doing it for real. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. Boom. I was tight. I was low-key tight because I had lost my earring. I had ended up finding it, but that shit was broke. But I'm just like, all right, whatever. Boom. But I didn't really care for real because they weren't really expensive, but. Cause these, if I was to lose them shits now, I would be tight. But what's it called? Yeah, that happened and whatever. Me, Perky, Zay, and Perky's cousin, we had ended up going back to Perky's house or whatever. And I cleaned up my nose or whatever. Still looking good. All that. I was like, I won that. And what about it? You can't fight. It's just that simple. So, what's it called? Fast forward. I felt my ears or whatever. Oh, excuse me. Like, my fault. I had felt my ears or whatever. I felt that my earring was missing. So I told Zay, I was like, yo, like we gotta go back outside to find my earrings. So I went to go. Perky had ended up calling her mom, whatever. Boom, to tell her the story, and me and Zay went to go find our earrings. Well, one of my earrings. It was just one. So, we had went to go look outside or whatever, and as we're looking, the cops show up. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm just like, all right, whatever. Boom. So, the cops show up. They come out the car. They one. It was like two of them. I think it was a girl and it was a boy. Oh, and the camera shut off. My fault. It's hot in this car. Well, the AC's on, but like where my camera is, it's hot. So I'm gonna try to make this video a little faster. So what's it called? Yeah. Two cops had ended up showing up or whatever. It was a girl and it was a boy. So the girl had ended up going to Fat Albert's house. So the girl went whatever. The guy ended up speaking to me, and I was like, "Can I ask you what this is about?" He was like, "Oh, that he got a call talk about that there was a fight and whatever, and that there was a weapon involved." What? So I'm like, first of all, officer, mind you, I already know about the law. I said, first of all, officer, mind you, keep in mind this is around the time that Black Lives Matter was going on. So, and this is around the time that cops were like doing the crazy shit they were doing or whatever, like George Floyd and all that. So, and mind you, Zay was with me, so I was like trying to protect him too because I'm like, bro, like nothing gonna happen to him. So, because you know Zay's black or whatever, not too much, but like he's dark or whatever. He's dark skin, he's black. Boom. So and you can see on the look on Zay's face that he was like low key scared. And mind you, I'm Puerto Rican too, so I'm like, yo, like I don't know what they're gonna do to me. So it was just like that. So I had to like talk like calmly, like like just to make sure that we're at peace. Like don't try to do no crazy shit. So I was like, listen, officer. I said, first of all, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I told him the story. I said we fought, boom, all that, and that's what happened. Whatever, boom, they left. I said there was no weapon involved. Like all that, and he was like, oh, that it was something black in my hand. I said, yeah, my phone. Because my phone was like this. I was like, yeah. The only thing I had in my hand was my phone. My phone is black. Like, what the fuck? So I was like, go search the perimeter. Go search the area because you're not going to find nothing. Like, so I'm like, all right, whatever, boom. They ended up searching. They didn't find shit. I said exactly my point. So I'm like, all right, whatever, boom. They ended up leaving. Because, mind you, they can't do nothing. They couldn't do nothing for two minors fighting. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, boom. So, sorry. So yeah, I'm like they can't do nothing for two minors fighting, whatever. So I'm just like, okay, there was no point in y'all calling. Like y'all was just trying to get me arrested or try to get me killed. So I'm like, y'all are stupid. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, boom. That happened. So I ended up calling my mom. I ended up calling her. She ended up coming. She ended up coming deep. She came with my aunt. She came with my dad. All them, and yo, they was on go. They ended up going to Fat Albert's house. They ended up pressing them, and they was on some, oh yeah, we ain't do nothing. It's on a whole third. Oh, y'all didn't do nothing, but it's a whole video. What the fuck is that talking about? So my aunt was ready to fight. My mom was ready to fight too. My stepmom was there too, so she was ready. All of them was ready to fight. So I was like, okay, whatever, boom. So that happened or whatever, and then what happened? Sorry, I'm looking. If I'm looking around, it's because I keep hearing people like walk around me. And I'm also trying to like do this video fast because I'm looking at that temperature thing and it's gonna get me tight. So what's it called? Yeah. So everybody was on go, whatever. Boom. I already got my one. So if they want another one, what's up? So what's it called? I was with Perky. No, I wasn't with Perky. I was with my cousin because my aunt was with my cousin, and she ended up bringing him. So I was telling him the story. Boom. So all of a sudden, my aunt was like, "Oh, that he want to apologize." I was like, "Apologize for what? Like the fuck?" So I ended up going over there, whatever. He was trying to apologize. He was trying to shake my hand and all that, and I was like, "No, like, fuck you." And it was just that, like, I done already fucked you up. I'm not, no. You already have a big ass knot on your head. Like, you got fucked up. Like, let's just be for real. You ain't do shit to me, bro. Like, let's be for real. So I'm like, all right, whatever, boom. So that happened, whatever. I let it be. Situation was dead. So, boom, went home after a while, whatever. The next day, I kept hearing that he was talking hella shit again. So I'm like, yo. So I said, I'm like, yo, keep my name out your mouth, like, bro. The amount of times I done said this shit, I was like, keep my name out your mouth. Like, you keep talking shit. Like, what the fuck is up? Like, I already beat your ass, and it's just that simple. So I'm just like, all right, whatever, boom. He was like, oh, come running up again. That's on the whole third. Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass. Oh, I don't care if I go to jail. This is not a whole third. I said, yo, you're not phasing nobody. Like, you're not scary. You're not nothing. You're not about shit. Like, you're just a little ass kid who's not about nothing. Let's be for real. You're not about shit. I'm not scared of you. I already fucked you up, and that's just that. Like, you're just mad because you couldn't do shit. So I'm just like, all right, whatever, boom. So let it be, whatever. I didn't speak to him ever. I didn't speak to him ever again. Cause he kept, he was like, he also kept, he was like, oh, you come to my hood is raps, da da da. Like, who the fuck are you? I can step at anybody fucking hood. Like, you're not scary. You're not scary. You're not about shit. You was a little ass kid. You're not doing nothing. Let's be for real. So, I'm just like, all right, whatever. I don't really care. So I'm like, whatever, let it be. Start talking. Boom. End up blocking him. The relationship with me and Perky went down the drain. I ended up breaking up with her like maybe like a month. No, not a month. Maybe like 2 months after that. Because it was just like, one, our relationship, it went left. Like, it wasn't nothing about us just being toxic, but it was just like, it just went down the drain after that. It was like, bro, and mind you, there was also other situations that happened in our relationship where it was just like, all right, I'm not about to be doing this with nobody. Like, no. So, basically, that happened, whatever. To this day, she got a problem with me. I don't even know what the fuck she got a problem with me for, because, like, I don't think about you, like, no, none of that. So, like, you have a problem with me for what? That happened and whatever. Now she fucking with some dude who keep going in and out of jail. That's a whole mess. I don't really care, quite frankly. But what's it called? Yeah, our relationship went down the drain or whatever. I never heard from Fat Albert ever again. Zay, I don't talk to this day. Not that I have a problem with Zay, but it's like, bro, I don't have a problem with him. It's just we grew apart, and that's just that. But yeah, like, I don't know. It was just a mess. Like, I don't know. That happened. I won, but still a pretty boy. You're just mad. Like, you're just mad because you lost. You mad because you could have the girl still. And that's just really what it was. Again, I only fought because you wanted to fight me. Like, I'm not gonna turn on the fight. So it's like, all right, whatever, boom. If you're on my face, like, what's up? Like, but it was just weird that it's just the moral of the fact that I had a fight. Like, for what? Over what? Because you're mad that you couldn't have my girl? Like, I'm confused. She didn't want you. And mind you, he kept lying about his age. So, like, I don't even really know how old he was for real. I kept hearing he was 17, and then I kept hearing he was 12, and then I kept hearing, like, different shit. And I'm like, yo, like, what? Because mind you, at the time I was, what, 15? Regardless of if he was 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, I don't care. You want to get it up with me? What's up? Like, I don't care. Mind you, and he's bigger than me, so I really don't care. Like, I really don't care. But yeah, like, I don't know. That happened, and yeah, they're all weird. Besides they, but like, especially her cousin. Like, ew, like, I'm not even gonna speak on them, but yeah, that was a little story time, and I don't really care. All I'm gonna say is, anybody who I was beefing with in the past, y'all are scary. I'm not concerned about y'all, and that's just really that for real. Because, like, if y'all really wanted to get it up, we could have got it up, but, you know, obviously not. So it's just like, all right, whatever, boom. But that's it for today's episode. Little story time, whatever, boom. Our ads are gonna be right here. Yes, I'm gonna add Jayleen because, like, You know, even though she fake. Not too much though. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week.